So you've been applying to software engineering jobs for weeks, months, maybe even years, but you're still getting ghosted, putting in the effort, building projects, studying your coding challenges, but it's not translating to interviews or any job offers. I get it because I've been there too. And today I'm essentially going to share my entire story on how I went from like a point 0.5 GPA in high school, dropping out of college, re-enrolling in college, and landing two different positions, all while going to a no-name university. And I feel like the best place for me to start in this story is talking about how behind I felt compared to my peers. So before I enrolled in my college program for computer science, I had never opened up an IDE before. I essentially had no type of experience with programming. So yeah, it was pretty bad. My first class, Intro to Comp Sci, I'm pretty sure the name was like Comp Sci 110, was actually pretty easy. I'm pretty sure I like got an A in the class, and I didn't really feel behind my peers. I felt like I could actually do this. And then, well, let's just say the next class came. It was advanced programming with C++. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty lost throughout that entire class. It felt like new terms were getting brought up and everyone else was just miles ahead of me. But it was after that semester I did something that was going to change the trajectory of my career forever. I enrolled into a coding bootcamp on top of my summer classes. I know it sounds pretty bland, I guess, but just wait, I'm building up for something here. So I realized that my colleagues were miles ahead of me, and the only way for me to catch up to my colleagues was I needed to outwork them outside of just the class curriculum and do the things that they just weren't doing, like on some David Goggins type of vibe. So I started the coding bootcamp during the summer, and I recorded myself doing it and posted it every single day until I finished the bootcamp. Now, this strategy right here single-handedly landed me my software engineering jobs. Because number one, I was upskilling, and number two, I was networking. I've mentored over 10 developers in the past year, and the number one thing I tell them to do is once we are at the stage of applying, and sometimes a little bit even earlier, is to start creating content. Now, it doesn't need to be like mine. It doesn't even have to be on Instagram or YouTube or something like this. Matter of fact, if I was to even start over, I would actually probably opt into using LinkedIn instead, which is what I tell my students to use. Now, a lot of them get scared when I tell them about creating content because they think the content has to be something like mine or something similar to mine, which is just not true. Now, although I could totally get into this, it would take too long. But in my new ebook, The Developer Accelerator, I show you every single proven strategy it takes to land a software engineering job in this current saturated market. Things from learning skills to building real-world projects, posting content on LinkedIn, outreaching, resume and LinkedIn optimization, checklist and worksheet, and just so much more. You can get it. The link will be in the description. And since you're watching this video, you can use code YT25 to get 10% off. So now that I've recorded myself on this journey, I've completed a coding bootcamp on top of my school curriculum. I started creating coding projects. Now, I'm not going to get in depth with the coding projects that I created because I've made an entire guide on how to create coding projects that get recruiters to say yes to you. I'll link it either in the video or in the description, probably both. But after I started creating projects, I applied to like over 300 applications. And the funny thing is, actually, after I got my first job at this company, I actually quit it because I felt like they didn't respect my time or even respect me as an individual. So the truth is, I wish I could sit here and tell you that it was a beautiful first experience, but the harsh reality was it wasn't. Actually, it was just really stressful and they didn't respect my time. But the great thing about software engineering is after you get your first job, usually the next job is going to be better, higher paying, and higher quality, which in my case it was. So I ended up getting another software engineering job, and I worked that throughout the summer, which was honestly amazing. I left due to going back to school, and now here I am. And if I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the number one thing that I learned throughout this entire journey so far, it's still going, is I think I love software engineering, but I think I like helping people land jobs even more. The truth is, who knows what the future calls for me. But right now, I know I've helped over 10 people land their first role, and it feels really great and fulfilling. Like one of my clients, Karthika, messaged me the other day telling me how she aced her interview. She said she was able to answer all of the Python questions, and even that a question that I asked her during one of our mock interviews was asked to her during the real interview. And even as you can see now, that put a really big smile on my face. I felt accomplished. I felt more fulfilled with that than I was being a software engineer. Maybe it's the platform I built up for myself, but truth is, I'm not sure. Time will tell. If I end up doing full-time tech consulting or I end up being a software engineer at another big city like Seattle or something, we'll just have to see. But that's my story. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I'll be replying to all of them. But until next time, peace.